popcorn. Used to have a handle on life, then it broke off. Went from being busy and booked to getting no calls on my Jack Tunney. They see me on the booth, so they act funny. No plan, gotta get up on a grown man who was in the state for the honeymoon with rap money.
So you want to start rapping. Good. You've taken the first step and you clicked on this video. It shows that you care and want to take the time to get better. As you saw by the start, the guy was dope. And I wanted to offer some suggestions for someone who's starting to write and to be able to give those tips back to you as a little starting guide on where you can start out as or with. These are my 5 steps on how to start writing rap music. Step 1, find your inspiration. Oh God, what is he saying by this? Find your inspiration? That's the dumbest thing you may have ever heard. Put simply, know what you want to write about. Inspiration could come from many things, whether it's real, genuine, hot topic issues, whether it's from something as simple as the games you play or the sports you watch. Find what encompasses a good chunk of your life and use that to build and get that inspiration. Maybe your inspiration comes from playing baseball and you want to write raps about baseball. Maybe your inspiration comes from that one anime that just blows your mind. Sometimes your inspiration can even come from not the intent of the ultimate schooling around nature, but you get the point for inspiration. Man, I gotta get back up the stairs. Step 2, find a beat online to write your music for. You got that inspiration in your head? Good. Now comes a bit that's going to be just as time consuming as finding that inspiration to write. Having an idea is great and all, but half of the battle is finding what you're going to write your music on. No, you write on music. So pull up your browser, let's go to Google, and you can go to Google, you can go to YouTube, BeatStars, so many sites that you can use and find your beat. Also note this is going to be a trial and error kind of thing. Part of the process is sort of throwing darts at a dartboard or slamming your head against the wall and finding that beat that inspires you. No. God, no. Step 3, understand the basic details of your song. You got your inspiration, you got your beat. Now comes the actual writing itself. I know it takes till the middle of my actual step before you start writing. And even then you're not even really writing lyrics. Well, the question is, what are you writing down? Simple details. Tap your foot to the beat. And I recommend while doing this, having a metronome play to understand the tempo of the song. And while you're doing that, try and figure out whether your music's in a minor or major. Minor being more of a mellow, sad, darker kind of tone, while major's in a happier, more upbeat, grand term. If you want a little detail of how to do this, I give a link down below to Andrew Huang, who gives basically a simple crash course on what music theory is, as I don't have the time to be able to give you an full depth of understanding of music theory. But I think this basic video shows positive strides on how a basic understanding of music theory goes a long way to being able to write, honestly. Step 4, experiment. God, that may be the dumbest thing I've ever said. When I say experiment, writing music is sort of scientific. You're putting an idea down. You're testing it out by reciting the verse and trying another verse after it. Maybe you like that second verse, but you didn't like the first bit of the verse, and you scratch it out. It's all about trying things, trying words you've never used before. Go to a dictionary. Don't constantly use RhymeZone, but RhymeZone can definitely help. But having those kind of ideas definitely helps with getting a level of just trying something new with your music. And I think that can go eons to developing good habit writing skills when it comes to writing music. And this is the last step, step 5. If you don't take anything away from what I've said earlier, take this important step away. Don't be afraid to throw something away. Now, I say this in general because It can be the beat, like I mentioned in step 2, but it can also be your lyrics. If you slowly aren't filling your trash can up with more paper, or constantly deleting, pressing the backspace button on your computer, you're doing something wrong. And I understand everybody's got this fear of failure, and the second you throw one thing away, you feel like you can't do it, and you want to just jump on your bed and cry into your pillow and curl up into a ball in the corner and say you suck. And no, just no. This is the hardest bit of telling things to rappers. Your first songs are going to suck most of the time. Your first album is going to suck probably. God, I'm still in the midst of trying to figure out how I can make my first album, and I basically am going in knowing down the line it's gonna suck. But part of it is just this process of trying again and again and again, and one of these times you will find those lyrics that stick, that chorus that is perfect for your vocals, and something that you are truly happy with. But don't be afraid to just try it again and again and again. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, you comment down below. If you got any other tips, please leave them down below. I would love to go back in a year and maybe update this video once if my music ever takes off. Lastly, subscribe to become a part of the Ranch Nation while turning on that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on another video on Silver Ranch. But with that out of the way, I'm gonna get out of here. From the Ranch Nation, I love you all, and I am out. Peace.